Here's the reason why I left being a car mechanic and just quit the trades completely. Number one, the time. I used to work 60 hours a week. I used to commute 2 hours a day in total there and back. And when I got home, it was around dinner time, and basically I had an hour or two with my family, then I did it all over again the next day. Number two, I feel like car mechanics or auto technicians, because we actually diagnose the problem and not just change parts. We diagnose the problem and make sure it's done right. Well, if you're a good mechanic, that's what you do. We are just underpaid compared to every other single trade, even though that we are doing every single other trade in one thing. We're electricians, we're plumbers, we're HVAC people, and the list goes on. And now this is a real reason why I quit the car mechanic thing. I looked at how my life would be. I would work 60 hours a week for the next 40 years, retire at 65. I was just like, there must be more to this. There better be more to life than just working your butt off until you're 65. And this is why I learned another high income skill set where I don't have to trade my time for money anymore. And the crazy part is the future is headed this way. Because of this high income skill set, I'm making way more money than I did as a car mechanic, and also I worked way less hours. And now I have time for my family. Right now it's like 10 a.m. and I'm just shooting this video. If you want to learn this high income skill set the right way, check the link in my profile. There'll be a 5-day challenge. Do it and it will change your life. The other thing is you do what you're doing for the next 40 years and retiring at 65.
I just put my 2 weeks notice in. I've been a Ford transmission tech for 12 years now. I've been a senior master tech since 2018. This industry has changed a lot in the last 10 years. If you're a dealership mechanic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I will always have the utmost respect for my fellow mechanics in this industry, and I will definitely miss the fun we have here in the shop. I'm very thankful that my dealership is letting me work these last 2 weeks so I can get everything in order for what I'm getting ready to do. But with that being said, I'm ready for a change. I am going all in on my real estate business and my side hustles. Real estate has opened up so many doors for me, and I'm ready to take it to the next level. So, a lot of people are asking me, are you scared? Are you nervous? And the truth is, I am absolutely terrified. A good friend told me, he's like, man, if you're not terrified, then you're probably not the right decision. So to all of my friends, family, people who've supported me, people following me on here, I love you guys. I hope you'll still follow me, and we'll see where the journey takes me. Peace out.
I done had to take a 20-minute break, bro. Look at this shit. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. I gotta replace a fuel pump. I only quoted 5 hours. I gotta take out the seat. I gotta rewire all these guys.
Today, I am quitting my job. It's kind of unfortunate, really, because I actually have enjoyed working at this place. I get the pleasure of working on heavy-duty industrial equipment every single day. However, an opportunity came up that I just cannot pass up. For years, I've been working for a long time trying to get better at all things automotive. That's why I loved my career working with CarMax, because they taught me a lot and I was able to gain a lot of experience there. Where that career path unfortunately ended, I then accepted a job at one of my friend's companies here, working on diesel reefer trailers and industrial equipment. As much as I've enjoyed the opportunity to be able to work for him, an even better opportunity presented itself to me. And I think I would be so dumb to turn it down. Before I tell you where it is, let's get the toolbox loaded up. Come on! Thank goodness I have air ride. That shouldn't go anywhere. Oh yeah, that's fine. Not forklift certified, but I am competent.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And with that, we are officially a part of the Dave's Auto team. I should probably change for the job now. I'm super excited for the ultimate collab.
On my other page, I recently told y'all how I used to be a mechanic before I was a mattress actress, and a lot of you were asking why I quit. So I thought I'd get into that over here. I started working in the shop when I was like 15 because I was homeschooled to race motocross, and I worked in the shop up until I was about 21. I worked for a big operators union for a long time, and then I moved to like dealerships, mom and pop shops when I moved down south. So I've worked at a handful of shops, and I kept running on the same thing. Even from like a really young adult, like 16, 17, I was being treated very inappropriately by other people working in the shop. So I was getting fed up. I'd move shops. It'd happen again. I'd move shops. So eventually I was like, I'm done. As sad as it is to say, I'm sure a lot of women that work blue collar have experienced this. And it's not everybody, of course, but it was continuing to happen just about almost every shop I went to, as awful as that is. So I left and didn't know what I was going to do, and I was scared, and now life is good. And that's why I switched to being a spicy accountant.
What's up, TikTok family? This is gonna be very familiar to any auto mechanics out there, because I'm sure all of us have done this time and time again. As I sit here in my truck, bed loaded full of tools, in totes, cab, shit all in it. You know, I sit here and think about all the years that I've spent learning this trade, working on cars, schooling myself, doing everything necessary to make myself more efficient, to make myself a better employee. All the improvements in the world that we're expected to do, sometimes required to do just to have the job. But the industry just gets worse. And you know, the guy that I work for is a good dude. Very good dude. Got a good head on his shoulders, has the right mindset, puts money in the right place when it comes to the business. Anything we needed, he got. That doesn't fix the industry. The industry is shit. It's been shit, and it's been getting worse by the year. I've been doing this since I was 18 professionally, and probably been working on cars since I was old enough to get cussed at for grabbing the wrong wrench. I called out yesterday because I tweaked my back, and I just didn't feel up to going into work and doing a lot of pulling and pushing. I came in this morning, he expected me to have a doctor's note. I'm sorry. It costs too goddamn much, even with insurance, to go to the doctor to get looked at for something as minor as a back spasm. Last time I went to the doctor was for a Band-Aid and some Neosporin, and it cost me $740. I'm not going to the doctor for a tweaked back. I mean, I'm an auto mechanic. I'm pretty sure it comes factory. I don't regret going back into this because I am very good at what I do, and I can say that with my whole chest because I can fix anything. Houses, cars, whatever. But cars especially, I know cars very, very well. Will I ever be in the automotive industry ever again? No, absolutely not. This will be the last time these tools ever see the bed of a truck until I move from one house to another. That being said, something needs to happen to fix the industry. Mechanics are very underappreciated. We are very underpaid for the amount of financial burden that we have to carry. Tool bills, education, boots, all this shit, man. It costs so much to work on cars. And all we hear is how much people have to spend to fix their car. When simple fact is, most people live outside of their fucking means. They got caviar taste with Vienna sausage pockets. They buy cars they can't fucking maintain because they didn't do enough research to see how much it costs to maintain them. And that's just the truth of the matter. They get in deep on a car payment, and then they can't afford to take care of it, and then it turns into a piece of shit that they're still making payments on. So they're pissed, you know, but they should be pissed at themselves, not the mechanic that's trying to save you and your family from dying. So this just goes out to all the mechanics out there. Know your worth. And if you want to get out, man. Just get out. This industry is toxic as fuck. My drinking has gotten so much worse over the past couple months because of the undue stress that comes with this job. So I am exiting the automotive industry, formally retiring from turning wrenches for anybody but myself. If I decide to do a side job or fix a car, make a little extra money, cool. But I will no longer be in a shop turning wrenches for anybody. This is the end. And I said that when I first started this job. If this didn't work out, then I was gone. My poor wife has had to deal with the fallout, and she didn't even bat an eye when I told her I quit. He asked me for a doctor's note. I said I don't have one and I'm not getting one. And he said, well, you can't work. I said, well, then I guess this is it. And I went to Home Depot, got some totes, unloaded the toolbox because he purchased the toolbox and I agreed to pay for it over a period of 2 years, and it's not paid for, so it's not mine. My toolbox is here at my house. So, like I said, very good guy. I have nothing bad to say about him, man. As a man, he's a good person. I asked him when he first hired me, why did you decide to open an auto shop? Because I know the headache that this business brings, and we literally get paid to give people bad news. It's not a fun industry to work in. I mean, I've had my fun working on muscle cars and building people's stuff and fixing cars for people that were super appreciative. Keeping old ladies on the road, to get to church and the grocery store. But the everyday life of a mechanic is miserable as fuck. We lose more skin than we can count. Get burned on a repeated basis. Smash your fucking fingers. Have to deal with people's stinking ass cars with shit that you don't even want to know. The kind of things that I've found between seats, under seats, and glove boxes. Nobody thinks about that. COVID came around, everybody was like, yeah, you're an essential employee. We were in the line of fire, direct line of fire. Nobody gave a shit. But it is what it is. I'm going to start a business of my own, and I have really, really good faith that it's going to work out just fine. So, anybody out there, any mechanics out there, if you feel...
So after watching all this video, it doesn't seem like there is just one reason. It's the long hours, the physical strain, the cost of tools and training, the pressure from customers, and for some people, they feel like they are simply not being paid enough for everything they do. And also, cars are also getting more complicated. Mechanics have to keep learning. New technology comes out, electrical system get more advanced, diagnosis become more complex, right? So the job is not just about changing oil and fixing the car anymore. It's a lot of more knowledge involved. But I also think we need to be fair. Not every mechanic is quitting, and not every shop is a bad place to work. There are good shops, good employees, and mechanics who love what they do. But when you start hearing the same complaints from different people, it's a different thing. Definitely something worth talking about. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with living a career that is no longer working for you, especially if you have spent years doing it and you realize you want something different. Your health matters, your family time matters, and your peace of mind matters too. But if you're going to quit, I think having a plan is important. Save some money, build something on the side, and then when you're ready, make that move. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you leave a job you have spent years building a career in if you felt burnt out and underpaid, or would you stay and try to make it work? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching with me. I am Joy, and I will see you in my next video.